comes the idea of using exosomes. So if there are restrictions on usage of allergenic stem cells, then we can maybe use what they secrete. And it is these exosomes, they have great ability to regenerate, but they do have certain limitations, and I'm going to talk about those. So let's look at that. Let's first see what exosomes are. All cells produce exosomes, pretty much every cell, nucleated cell. Exosomes are small packets which contain items that are present in the cytoplasm of that particular cell. Okay? So these exosomes, we by the way have about 1 to 10 billion exosomes per ml of blood. Okay? So people are using these therapeutically, and they say we are using so many billions exosomes for a particular disease. You have to know that you already have more than about 1 to 10 billion exosomes per ml of blood. I'll show you the statistics later. So exosomes basically are derived from vesicles, multivesicular bodies. They generate these small packets and cells release them, and then these cells, this is how cells are exchanging information in your body. So one cell is releasing an exosome and it is accepting an exosome from a different cell, exchange. Okay? I'm not against exosomes. Exosomes are marvelous tools for diagnostics, and also they can be used as a vector to, you can package different molecules, therapeutic molecules in these cells, but their ability to regenerate is unfortunately very limited if you compare them with the stem cells. I'll show you some data on that. One of the things is, as I mentioned, mesenchymal stem cells, they have a sensory function. All the information I'm giving you, we have references for that. So if someone wants to check that I'm not just making stuff up, you're welcome to check it. So when you put in a mesenchymal stem cell in a compromised environment, the first thing it will do, it will sense its environment, and it will change what it is going to secrete. Okay? So if you have a hyperactive immune system, you add mesenchymal stem cells, it will tone down the immune system. It's published in Nature or JAMA, I have the reference up there. And if you put mesenchymal stem cells in a system where immune system is hypoactive, it is less active, they will activate the immune system. So the sensory function. So if a person has a brain injury, you put the mesenchymal stem cells, they will go, first of all, they will go to the site of injury, and they will sense, they don't know whether they're in brain or liver. They will sense their environment, and they will release the chemicals that are required to repair that particular organ. So if you're taking mesenchymal stem cells from cells which are in culture media or which are not exposed to any specific environment, and you're taking those exosomes might not have all the material in them to do the regenerative procedure. Okay? Preferential integration, mesenchymal stem cells will go and they will again publish. They will go at the site of injury and they will integrate into that tissue, and they will do their regenerative work. Lifespan, stem cells can last in the host for several months, whereas exosomes that absorb very, very quickly. As a result, the result of exosomes is short-lived as compared to mesenchymal stem cells, because these cells, once they integrate into the damaged tissue, they will keep on secreting exosomes and do the repair job. Tissue-specific stem cell activation, your stem cells are far more potent than, of course, mesenchymal than the exosomes. Organelle donation, these cells, your exosomes cannot donate their organelles because they don't have it. Okay. Angiogenesis, again, mesenchymal stem cells are far potent in that. Therapeutic potential and duration is about a year for, or more than a couple of years for mesenchymal stem cells, and probably a few months for exosomes, if at all. So, and I don't know, I could be wrong about the prices because they keep on changing. So there is very little difference if you are talking about SVL. Interestingly, people keep on sending me just short videos and all that, and I saw that people are commercially available exosomes. They're taking those exosomes from plants. I mean, I had some video, I forgot to include it in it. Some Korean company, they're using rose exosomes and all that. I think I will not go into details, but if you think about it, exosomes, they do their regenerative work because they have specific proteins and they also have micro RNA. So rose RNA, rose exosome proteins are going to be remarkably different from a person's or human content in the exosome. So again, these are the references for the exosome and slide that I've discussed. And these are the references for rest of the presentation. By all means, look into that.